My precious one, lean in closely, for I am speaking to you right now. I am not speaking to the crowd, not to the world at large, but to you, yes, you who are hearing these words in this very moment. You are not here by accident. You did not stumble upon this word by chance. This is a divine appointment, orchestrated since the beginning of time, written into your story before you even knew how to cry out for me. I am here, and I am telling you with all the love of heaven that something extraordinary has shifted in your life. The atmosphere around you has been rearranged. The unseen realm had been stirred. A door has opened that no man can close, and it has been opened because of the faith you carried, the obedience you held on to, and the surrender you finally chose to give. My beloved, you finally did it. You crossed the threshold I was waiting for you to step across. You released what needed to be let go. You obeyed when it cost you. You trusted when you could not see. You surrendered what you had clung to for so long, and that act has moved heaven. A choice has shifted eternity in your favor. The moment you thought was just a quiet, hidden decision became a trumpet blast in the courts of heaven. Angels lean forward. Demons tremble. The Father's heart rejoiced, and I declared over you, now is the time. Now is the hour. Now is the release. My child, I have been walking with you through a long season where you wondered if anything would ever change. You cried out in your nights, whispering prayers you thought went unheard. You waited when it seemed delay would break you. You carried burdens that felt too heavy for your shoulders, and yet you did not let go of me. Even in your weakness, you clung to me. Even in your confusion, you leaned on me. And though you did not realize it, every single moment of that endurance was sowing seeds in the soil of your destiny. Seeds that are now breaking forth into harvest. You have reached the moment where hidden obedience becomes visible blessing, where silent tears become loud testimonies, where waiting gives way to fulfillment. Something in the unseen has shifted, and it has shifted forever. You must know this. I was never far from you in those waiting years. I was never deaf to your cries or blind to your pain. I saw every dear fault and I caught it. I heard every sigh, and I wrote it down. I watched you walk into rooms where you felt unseen, unnoticed, forgotten, and I whispered to your spirit, I see you. I know you. I have not forgotten you. And though you doubted, though you wondered if my silence meant absence, I was working behind the curtain of time. I was weaving details together. I was aligning people, opportunities, and resources. I was breaking chains you did not even know held you. I was protecting you from doors you wanted open that would have destroyed you. My silence was not abandonment, it was preparation. My delay was not denial, it was timing. And now, that timing has collided with your obedience, and a release is unfolding that will leave you in awe. My beloved, you must understand the weight of what you have done. When you chose faith instead of fear, you shifted things in the spiritual realm. When you chose obedience over comfort, you disarmed the enemy's schemes. When you chose surrender instead of clinging to control, you opened your life to my miraculous hand. Do you see it? That moment you thought was small, letting go of bitterness, forgiving someone who wounded you, trusting me with your finances, releasing that dream into my hands, walking away from what I told you to leave that was not small, that was monumental, that was a divine turning point, that was the key that unlocked what has been stored up for you in heaven. My precious one, you finally did it. You reached the place I was drawing you toward all along, and now the release can no longer be delayed. The heavens are rejoicing. Angels are moving into position. Doors that were rusted shut are swinging wide. Chains that clung to you for years have fallen. The atmosphere of your life has shifted from waiting into receiving, from weeping into rejoicing, from wilderness into promised land. And though you may not see it all in this moment, you will soon. The evidence will be undeniable. The blessings will be visible. The miracles will be tangible. You will not have to convince anyone that I have moved in your life. They will see it. They will marvel. They will know it was me. Comment Jesus, you are my song in the storm if he carried you. Do you feel that stirring in your spirit right now? That trembling inside you that does not come from fear but from holy anticipation? That is my spirit bearing witness with your spirit that the season has shifted. That is heaven's confirmation that your obedience has opened the floodgates. That is the sound of breakthrough on the horizon. You are standing on holy ground. You are walking into the fulfillment of promises you thought had died. You are about to hold in your hands what you once only carried in your prayers. My beloved, I am telling you again, you finally did it. You crossed over. You stepped into alignment with my heart, and now I am releasing over you blessings that will surprise you, miracles beyond your dreams, and a transformation that will touch every part of your life. My child, never underestimate what I do with a surrendered heart. Never diminish the power of the moment you said yes to me. Heaven moves at the sound of your surrender. Demons scatter when you obey. Chains break when you trust. That is why I waited, not because I was reluctant to bless you, but because I was preparing you to carry the blessing. If I had released it before, it would have crushed you. It would have slipped through your hands. It would have been stolen by the enemy. But now you are ready. Now you have the strength, the humility, the faith to steward what I am releasing. Now, you will not bow to the blessing, but you will bow to me, the giver. Now, your heart is set not on the gift, but on the giver. That is why the release is here. So listen, my beloved, something extraordinary has shifted. You have stepped across a divine threshold. You will never be the same. The old season has closed, and the new one has begun. What once resisted you will now yield. What once mocked you will now bow. What once delayed you will now accelerate. For I, the Lord your God, have declared it. You finally did it, and now I am releasing over your life blessings, miracles, and transformations beyond anything you ever imagined. Stay close to me. Keep your eyes on me, and watch as I unfold wonders that will leave you undone in awe and overflowing in joy. My beloved child, hear me with all the weight of heaven's truth, for I am speaking directly into the deepest places of your soul. I have seen your perseverance. I have counted your tears. I have listened to the prayers you whispered in the night, and I have taken note of the obedience you gave me when no one else saw. Do not think for a moment that any of it has gone unnoticed. Not one cry, not one act of faith, not one sacrifice had been overlooked. Every hidden choice to trust me hath been stored in the vaults of heaven, and now those vaults are opening. Your faith has reached me like incense rising. Your obedience has resounded in my courts like a song of worship, and your prayers have been gathered like precious jewels before my throne. The silence you thought surrounded you was not absence but orchestration. I was aligning things in ways you could not see. I was setting the stage for what you are about to walk into. And now, the season of delay is over. The silence has broken. Heaven's response has been activated on your behalf. My child, do you know how powerful your perseverance has been? Every time you stood when it would have been easier to fall, every time you held on when you wanted to let go, every time you chose to believe when doubt screamed louder it was seen. Angels marveled at your faith. The enemy trembled at your endurance. I, your Savior, rejoiced over you because you trusted me when you could not trace me. You did not realize it, but your perseverance was moving mountains in the unseen realm. It was dismantling the enemy's schemes. It was planting seeds that are now bursting forth into a harvest. You thought you were merely surviving, but in truth you were triumphing. You thought you were barely making it through, but in reality you were walking into victory. I have been watching, I have been listening, and I have been waiting for this very moment to declare, your perseverance has unlocked a flood of blessings, and they are about to pour out over you in ways you never imagined. Please support our channel, for our desire is to bring true happiness into your life and to awaken devotion and reverence for God in your heart. And if you feel blessed by what we share, you can show your support through the Super Thanks button down below. Your tears, my child, are not forgotten. Every tear you cried in secret, when no one else knew the weight of what you were carrying, I knew. I was there, catching them as they fell, treasuring them in the palm of my hand. Each tear became a prayer, each sigh became a plea, and each groan of your spirit became a seed in my heavenly storehouse. And now those seeds are sprouting. The tears you thought were wasted were watering the soil of your destiny. The nights you wept alone were nights when heaven was drawing closer to you. The moments when your pillow was soaked with grief were moments when my heart was breaking with you, yet also weaving redemption out of the pain. My beloved, your tears have built a river, and that river is now flowing with blessing, with joy, with restoration. Where you once wept, you will laugh. Where you once mourned, you will dance. Where you once carried sorrow, you will carry songs of deliverance. And what of those prayers, the ones you thought went unanswered? I heard every single one. The whispered prayers at midnight, the desperate cries when you felt you had no strength left, the silent pleas in your heart when words would not come, each one reached me. I never ignored you. I never turned my face away. I was storing those prayers like treasures in heaven, waiting for the appointed time to release the answers. You thought the silence meant I had forgotten, but the silence was my strategy. The silence was me aligning people, circumstances, and timing so that the answer would not just come, but come perfectly, at the exact moment it would carry the most impact. My child, that moment is now. The delay has ended. The appointed time has come. What you prayed for, what you longed for, what you dared to hope for, I am releasing it. And not only what you asked, but more than you asked. Beyond your requests, beyond your dreams, beyond your imagination. For I am a God who does exceedingly abundantly above all that you can ask or think. And your hidden obedience, O my beloved, how it has moved my heart. The moments when no one applauded, when no one noticed, when it cost you deeply and you obeyed anyway, those were moments that shifted eternity. You thought no one saw, but I saw. You thought it did not matter, but it mattered more than you will ever know. You turned away from temptation when it pulled at you. You forgave when bitterness begged you to hold on. You chose honesty when lies would have been easier. You kept faith when walking away seemed simpler. You gave when it hurt. You served when you were tired. You loved when you were rejected. Every hidden act of obedience was like a seed sown in sacred soil. And now, those seeds are breaking the ground. They are bursting forth into blessing. What you did in secret, I will reward openly. What you surrendered quietly, I will honor loudly. The obedience you gave me in the shadows is about to shine in the light of my glory. My child, listen carefully. The season of delay is finished. The silence has ended. Heaven has already begun to move. Blessings that were once locked behind invisible doors are now bursting forth. Chains that held back provision are broken. Obstacles that blocked your path are being removed. What was withheld is being released. What was delayed is being accelerated. I am sending answers, provision, healing, opportunities, and breakthroughs. The blessings will not trickle, they will flood. They will overtake you. They will surprise you. They will exceed you. I am not just giving you enough. I am giving you overflow. I am not just restoring what was lost. I am multiplying it. I am not just answering prayers. I am exceeding them. The heavens are open above you, my beloved. Angels are dispatched on your behalf. The atmosphere of your life has shifted. You will feel the difference. You will see the evidence. Where there was drought, there will be rain. Where there was barrenness, there will be fruit. Where there was silence, there will be songs. The blessing I am releasing is not small, not partial, not temporary. It is life-changing, undeniable, and unstoppable. And it has already been set in motion. And nothing can stop it now. And no enemy can block it. No voice of doubt can cancel it. No circumstance can delay it. For I, the Lord your God, have declared it, and when I declare, it is done. So rejoice, my child. Lift your head. Wipe your tears. Step forward in faith. For the season of waiting has given way to the season of fulfillment. You endured, you trusted, you obeyed, and now the reward is here. Heaven's response hath been activated. A blessing is bursting forth. A miracle is unfolding. Your life will never be the same again. My beloved child, let me take you back through the nights when you lay in silence, wondering if anyone could truly see you. I was there. When loneliness wrapped around you like a heavy cloak, when you stared at the ceiling with tears rolling silently down your cheeks, when the world seemed so distant and every voice had grown quiet, I was right beside you. You thought you were forgotten, unseen, overlooked, but I whispered your name in the stillness. You wondered if your cries dissolved into emptiness, but not a single word escaped my notice. Every sigh, every trembling prayer, every desperate white Lord was gathered and carried straight to my throne. Do not believe for 1 second that you were ever alone in that pain. I sat with you in the silence. I wept with you when you wept. I held your hand even when you felt nothing but air. My presence has never left you, even when your heart could not feel it. You remember the weight of betrayal, don't you, my child? The sting of being abandoned by those you trusted, the ache of being misunderstood by the ones who should have cared, the wounds left by words spoken in anger or silence held in cruelty. I saw you all. I know how it pierced you, how it made you question your worth, how it left scars invisible to the world, but carved deeply into your soul. But listen to me now. None of those betrayals defined you. They do not have the power to rewrite the truth of who you are. They may have walked away, but I never did. They may have judged you, but I covered you with mercy. They may have broken promises, but every word I have spoken over you still stands. You thought their rejection meant you were unworthy, but their rejection was my redirection. I was protecting you from futures that would have harmed you, removing people who could not carry the weight of the blessing I am preparing for you. You lost them, yes, but you did not lose me. And because you still have me, you have lost nothing that I will not restore 100-fold. Type, you are my morning light. Lord, if He gives you new hope. And what of those prayers you thought were ignored? The ones you prayed again and again until your voice grew weary and your heart felt empty. My beloved, I heard every single one. Not one prayer vanished into the void. I was listening when you whispered in fear. I was listening when you cried out in desperation. I was listening when you fell asleep mid-sentence, your spirit too tired to continue. And though you felt only silence in return, my silence was not neglect, it was strategy. I was not ignoring you. I was preparing you. I was not withholding from you. I was protecting you from receiving too soon. You wanted the door to open immediately, but I knew that if it had, the blessing would have broken you rather than built you. I waited because I love you. I delayed because I was shaping you. My silence was never absence. It was preparation. Hear me clearly. None of your suffering hath been wasted. Not the nights of loneliness, not the sting of betrayal, not the tears cried in secret, not the prayers you thought vanished into the dark. All of it has been gathered into the fabric of your destiny. Every tear watered the soil of the miracles you are about to receive. Every moment of betrayal pruned away what could not remain so that true relationships could flourish. Every unanswered prayer was stored as a seed that is now ready to burst into bloom. Nothing was wasted. Every delay had a purpose. Every loss carried hidden redemption. Every sorrow was a setup for joy. My beloved, I know how heavy the pain has felt. I know how many times you wanted to give up, to stop believing, to stop hoping. You wondered, is it worth it? Will it ever change? Will God ever come through for me? And though you could not see it then, I was already moving. Every hardship was training your spirit. Every trial was strengthening your faith. Every disappointment was stretching your capacity to carry the blessings I am about to pour out. I was not punishing you, I was preparing you. You were being refined, like gold in the fire, like clay in the hands of the potter. And now, the season of preparation is giving way to fulfillment. The fire will give way to the glory. The waiting will give way to the promise. The tears will give way to songs of laughter. You must believe this. What is coming will redeem every tear, every delay, every loss. I will not allow the pain you endured to remain without purpose. I am the God who restores the years the locusts have eaten. I am the one who turns mourning into dancing. I am the healer of broken hearts and the lifter of weary souls. I am about to pour joy into the very places where grief once lived. I am about to bring restoration into the very areas where loss once reigned. The tables are turning. The season is shifting. The pain is being transformed into promise. Think of those nights when you felt unseen. I will make you a testimony that cannot be hidden. Think of the betrayals that broke your heart. I will surround you with people who will love you with loyalty, faithfulness, and purity of heart. Think of the prayers you thought I never answered. I will surprise you with answers greater than what you asked, overflowing beyond what you could imagine. Every wound will be healed. Every loss will be redeemed. Every delay will be proven to have been part of my perfect timing. My beloved child, you will look back and see that nothing was wasted. You will look back and realize that what seemed like silence was actually my greatest work. You will understand that the nights of loneliness taught you to hear my whispers, that betrayal taught you to lean on my faithfulness, that unanswered prayers taught you to trust my timing. You will look back and see that I was writing a story greater than your imagination could conceive. But more than looking back, you will look around you in this new season and see the redemption with your own eyes. You will see the blessing manifest. You will see the prayers answered. You will see the promises fulfilled. And you will know without a shadow of a doubt that it was me, that I was with you all along, that I never abandoned you, that every moment of pain was turned into purpose by my hand. My precious one, let your heart rest in this promise. What is coming will transform everything. The laughter will outweigh the tears. The breakthrough will erase the memory of the delay. Abundance will overshadow the years of lack. And the glory that I am about to reveal in your life will make every pain worth it. You will not just survive this, you will thrive. You will not just recover, you will be restored beyond measure. You will not just be healed, you will be made whole. For I am faithful. I am true. And I am about to show you that I can redeem it all. So lift your head, my child. Dry your eyes. Hold your heart steady in my promise. For the season of pain has done its work, and now the season of joy has come. Every tear, every delay, every loss is about to be redeemed. And you will walk into a future overflowing with miracles, blessings, and glory that will leave you in awe of my love forever. My beloved child, listen carefully, for I am about to announce something that will shake your heart with holy anticipation. This is not a distant promise. This is not a vague hope. This is the unveiling of what has already been set into motion. Heaven has shifted, the season has turned, and I am now preparing to release blessings so vast and miraculous that they will overflow every part of your life. What I am about to do will not be hidden. It will not be subtle. It will not be something you must defend or explain, for it will be so undeniable, so radiant, that even those who doubted you, even those who mocked you, even those who turned away will stand astonished at the transformation. This is the hour when my favor will not just touch you, it will surround you, overtake you, and mark you with evidence that I am the Lord your God. The first wave of my blessing will be financial restoration. You have known lack. You have known worry. You have counted pennies and wondered how the need would be met. You have seen doors of provision close. You have stretched what little you had. You have prayed, Lord, will you provide? My child, hear me. The days of scraping by are ending. I am not a God who delights in your struggle to survive. I am the God who delights in supplying all your needs according to my riches in glory. I am about to release streams of provision that will flow where there was once drought. Unexpected opportunities will come, resources will multiply, debts will be lifted, and favor will open doors that money alone could never open. The financial burdens that weighed you down will be lifted, not by your striving but by my hand. You will know it was me, because the blessing will arrive in ways no human hand could orchestrate. You will testify, this was the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in my eyes. Say, wash me in your mercy, Jesus, if you seek renewal. But my child, I am not only restoring finances, I am restoring your health. The pain you have carried in your body, the weight of sickness, the silent prayers for healing that you thought went unanswered, I have heard them all. I have seen your suffering. I have felt every ache with you, and I am moving to heal. Chains of illness are breaking. The heaviness in your body is lifting. I am releasing strength into your bones, breath into your lungs, vitality into your spirit. What the doctors could not solve, what medicine could not cure, my power will restore. Healing will spring forth suddenly, and you will walk in wholeness. Not only will your body be healed, but your mind will be renewed, your emotions restored, and your soul refreshed. I am bringing holistic healing spirit, soul, and body so that you may step into this next season with strength and joy. You will rise each day no longer dragging the weight of pain, but running with renewed energy into the purpose I have prepared for you. Reconciliation is also at hand, my beloved. Broken relationships, strained connections, divisions that seemed impossible to mend, I am moving to bring restoration. I have heard the prayers you whispered for your family, the longing you carried for peace, the ache in your heart for unity where there has only been strife. I am softening hearts. I am humbling the proud. I am drawing those estranged closer again. Forgiveness will flow where bitterness once ruled. Conversations long delayed will open. Wounds long unspoken will be healed. I am turning the hearts of fathers to children and children to fathers. I am binding husbands and wives with cords of love unbreakable. I am knitting friendships back together. The reconciliation I am bringing will not only heal what was broken, but will make it stronger than it ever was before. The love that is reborn in this season will be deeper, purer, and more enduring than anything you have known. You will witness what only my spirit can do, hearts that were stone becoming hearts of flesh, relationships once shattered being mended with heavenly glue. And your prayers, my child, the ones you thought were lost in silence, the ones you thought had been forgotten, I am answering them now. Not just one or two, but many. I am opening the storehouse of heaven and pouring out answers swiftly. Where you prayed for provision, I am sending abundance. Where you prayed for guidance, I am releasing clarity. Where you prayed for breakthrough, I am tearing down walls. Where you prayed for opportunity, I am flinging wide new doors. Prayers you prayed years ago that you forgot, I did not forget. They have been waiting in my timing, and the appointed time is now. You will look around and see answers manifesting one after another, like waves crashing against the shore, overwhelming you with my goodness. It will be undeniable. You will not be able to keep count, for the blessings will overtake you faster than you can number them. Yes, doors are opening, my beloved. Doors you knocked on with no answer are swinging wide. Doors you thought were sealed forever are unlocking. Opportunities that seemed out of reach are suddenly within your grasp. I am the God who opens, and when I open, no one can shut. The doors I am opening are not by accident. They are by divine design. They will lead you into rooms you never thought you would enter, into places you felt unworthy to stand, into positions prepared for you before the foundation of the world. You will walk through them not in fear but in boldness, knowing I have gone before you. The doors I open will not tease you with possibility, they will usher you into fulfillment. And the doors I close, trust me in that too, for I close them only to protect you and to redirect you towards something far greater. But know this, child, the blessings I am releasing will not be small, ordinary, or explainable by human logic. They will exceed your imagination. They will go beyond your dreams. They will carry the signature of heaven so clearly that even the hardest hearts, even your enemies, even those who doubted you most will not be able to deny that my hand is upon you. They will look and say, surely the Lord has done this. Surely God has favored this one. Your life will become a living testimony. You will be a walking sign of my goodness, a carrier of miracles, a vessel of glory. People will see the transformation and be drawn to me because of it. You once asked, Lord, will my pain ever have purpose? And now you will see that the purpose is greater than you imagine. The transformation will touch every area of your life. Your finances will bear witness. Your health will shine as proof. Your relationships will declare it. Your prayers will testify. Your open doors will proclaim it. Even your enemies will bow to the evidence of my favor. Even the doubters will have to confess, God is with you. This blessing will not be hidden. It will be radiant. It will not be temporary. It will be lasting. It will not be fragile. It will be secure. So rejoice, my child, for the blessing is here. Lift your eyes and see the dawn breaking over your life. Stretch out your hands and receive what I am pouring. Walk boldly into the doors I am opening. Dance in the joy of reconciliation. Rest in the healing I am giving. Stand in awe of the provision flooding in. Speak of the answered prayers with gratitude. For this is not the work of man, it is the work of your God. This is not a blessing you earned. It is a blessing born of my love, released because you finally aligned your heart with mine. My beloved, the transformation is beginning even now. You will not have to wait much longer. Soon the world will see, and you will testify with joy, my God has done miracles beyond my dreams, and my life has been transformed forever. My beloved child, hear my voice clearly in this moment, for I speak not only with promise but with warning. The blessings I am preparing to release into your life are vast, powerful, and undeniable, yet they are also sacred. They are treasures from heaven, and I must caution you to guard them well. Do not allow carelessness, doubt, or the opinions of others to snatch away what I am placing in your hands. There are things I am birthing within you that must be protected in their early stages. There are miracles sprouting in your life that need the shield of your silence until they are strong enough to stand on their own. Do not speak too soon, my child. Do not rush to announce what I have whispered to your heart. Some things are for your spirit and mine alone until the appointed time. Understand this. Not everyone around you will rejoice when your blessings unfold. Some will not understand. Some will doubt. Others may even envy. Even those closest to you may unintentionally plant seeds of fear or discouragement. Do not let their words weaken what I am doing within you. When Joseph shared his dream too soon, his brothers sought to kill him. When David was anointed, many doubted his calling until the fruit of it became undeniable. My child, wisdom is knowing when to speak and when to stay silent. In this season, I call you to treasure my words in your heart and guard them as Mary did when she heard the prophecy about my son. Let me reveal the fullness of your blessing in my time, not yours. Trust me, when it is time for the blessing to be revealed, it will shout louder than any testimony you could ever give. Type Amen if you trust God's promises will never fail, and share this video to spread His light everywhere.